you don't need anything. Well, I guess you needed a kettlebell, but I think I had dumbbells at the time.
Did you use your imaginary kettlebell?
Yeah, I just pretended I was. Here, let me share my screen so you guys can see the workout and the timer. And then, yeah, we're supposed to have Jenny too, but I'm sure she's probably looked at this. So, noon. So why don't we get started? So, yeah, what we got going on today, pretty good one. So strength component wise, what we got going on is 4 sets, going for a set every 2.5 minutes. In that 2.5 minute window, we're going to be going for 8 strict press, whether it's with a barbell, dumbbells. If you only have one dumbbell, you can totally just do 8 on one side, 8 on the other, and then go into this max shoulder overhead, which we'll talk about in a second. Once you've done that, you'll then go into a 30-second Superman hold, which again is just you on your stomach, lifting arms and legs up, kind of squeezing glutes, hamstrings, and a bit of upper back to lift off the floor, trying to hold that. Once you're done that, you'll then get the remainder of the 2.5 minutes to rest, which for most people this morning has been about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how fast and how many reps you can get for this max shoulder to overhead. So the goal of how this one's going to work, you're going to ideally find a weight for your 8 strict press. It's where it's going to be challenging for you to do all 8 unbroken, but still go unbroken. Then as soon as you're done your 8th, you'll come back to your shoulder, and then you're going to go into a max shoulder to overhead, just meaning you'll now get to use your legs. So you'll have a small dip, a big jump and drive, and you're going to use your legs to get the dumbbell or bar from the shoulder up overhead. Max effort, most likely you're going to be aiming for anywhere, depending on how heavy your weights are. On the low end, like 6 to 8 reps. On the high end, probably more like a 12 to 15-ish, but by no point means you have to get to a point of like complete failure. Just go to where it's going to be hard for you, but you still feel locked and loaded. Then again, you'll rest, and we'll repeat that for the 4 sets. If you're lucky enough to have extra weights, you could totally start a touch lighter and then build up. But again, you'll be limited by your strict press. That'll kind of be the determining factor. Hello, Jenny, for this one. Then we are into our Metcon, Heidi. So a nice hero workout, a 23-minute AMRAP, 23 air squats, 23 push-ups, 23 kettlebell swings, 23 jumping lunges, 23 sit-ups, and then 23 box jumps. So luckily, it's nice and simple in the sense that it's 23 of everything, just that now you have to remember the order a little bit. You can always come back to the screen and look. But for the most part, pretty straightforward movements. For the push-ups, obviously, this is going to be probably one of the biggest sticking points for this workout. So just finding a variation where hopefully you can maintain small sets of like 3 to 5 reps for the 23 reps. By no means am I expecting you to go unbroken or anything like that for this entire workout, but just thinking smart sets, quick rest, and focus on the quality of that push-up. So whether it's from the knees, an incline, whatever you have to do to find that variation is good with me. For the kettlebell swings, the RX for the ladies would be a 35-pound kettlebell. Obviously, if you don't have that, you can use whatever kettlebell you have handy. Or if you don't have kettlebells, you can use a dumbbell or a double dumbbell, depending on what your options are. And again, I can help you figure out what will be best for you there. In a perfect world, this would go straight up overhead. But again, coming to eye height is totally fine with me if it makes you feel a bit more locked and loaded as you're going through. Jumping lunges, obviously, if you can't jump, we can just do a step back or step forward lunge. And then for the box jump, if you don't have something that you can actually jump onto, hopefully we can get you something that you can step onto. And if you still can't do that, again, we'll find another variation for you. That'll just kind of get the heart rate going a little bit, but not worry too much about actually jumping or stepping onto anything. So I think most people are getting anywhere from 3 and a bit to 4 and a bit-ish rounds of this one. So just kind of depends on how well you can keep yourself moving, how hard you make your variations, and just kind of hopefully finding that good pace to keep yourself going with. So any questions or concerns out of the gate with any of this stuff?
I destroyed my wrist yesterday.
With that clean?
Yeah. Well, I tried 180 next.
Jenny.
Listen, 175 felt so good. Like you saw the video. It was.
I know. It's funny how like that little extra bit makes the biggest difference in the world. But okay, so anyways, so sorry. So wrist is.
I'm gonna send you the video later. It's nasty. Like it bent back so far, and I heard a crunch.
Oh, nice.
So I can't do strict press, and I can't do push-ups, which are my favorite. So that blows. And I can't do probably kettlebell swings. I could maybe.
You could probably do Russian, maybe.
Bro. Actually, I can't even do that.
No, okay. Okay, as we're going through the warm up, let me think. Can you grip at all or like any of that kind of stuff as you're going through?
I could grip on like I could do just back squats, but I can't. I wouldn't be able to do
for the front for the strength component. You're saying
for like strict press. Yeah, like I don't know. You can.
Okay, yeah. Let me think about it a little bit. I'll see if
I can't go heavy.
Okay, yeah. We'll test some things out for you, and hopefully I can get you something that'll be good but not hurt you.
Like so over injuries. What the hell?
It's so annoying. They definitely are not fun. But we'll work through it. All right, let's get into this warm up here. Nothing crazy to start. Literally hopping right into just going for 10 arm circles forward and then 10 backwards. Doesn't matter to me if you start small and get big or go right into the big ones, but just going for 10 forward, 10 backwards.
My elbows hit my knees.
Oh, is that what happened? Ugh.
Like jammed.
Ugh. Yeah, that's not fun. I've luckily never had that happen. I just had it where I've like caught super weird and then like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, cool, ready for the open.
Yeah, perfect. Next one, guys, Cuban press. So I don't have anything to show you this properly, so hopefully I can explain it properly to you. So if you have a PVC pipe, a stick, anything that's fairly long, that would be the ideal. If you don't have that, you could totally use 2 light dumbbells. And if you don't have that, you can just do what I'm going to do and go for nothing at all and kind of move through the range of motion. If you do have a stick or a broom, the goal or the easiest way to set yourself up is you put that on your head, grab on so that your arms are at about a 90-degree angle, and then bring it down from there. For everybody else, so you don't have to really worry about the grip. You're just going to kind of go along with me. So again, all you're going to be thinking, shoulders are down, core is tight. You're going to pull those elbows up and high off to the side, kind of like a scarecrow. Then you're going to flip so that your hands go up into a 90-degree angle. From there, pressing straight up. Then you'll come back to that 90-degree, rotate down, and then come back to starting. So it's a scarecrow, transition, and press, and then back to that scarecrow, scarecrow down, and then come back down. And we'll just go for 10 nice, smooth, controlled reps. It's going to be super easy to have this kind of motion happen for you. So really try to focus on keeping those shoulders down and back, especially in this position here. It's going to be tough, but just try to focus on pulling down as you're going through. So 10 Cuban press. Laura, go hands a touch closer for me, just like a little bit in. Yeah. And then just try to almost over exaggerate your upright row a bit. So let your arms go all the way straight down. And then like really pull so elbows come high enough to the side. And then do that twist. And now press. Yeah. There you go.
And then just sweep the cobwebs out of the corner.
Yeah. I had some interesting ones this morning too. I had someone using a hockey stick, a lacrosse stick, no, a broom. I have a fluorescent light actually down here. I could have used that, but then I need that to break or something and then be a disaster. And then Laura have to come sweep it up for me.
Yeah.
Joanne, welcome.
Sorry.
That's okay. We're just starting off on the warm-ups. You're all good.
Driving across Mulak like a mad woman.
Yeah, you can totally hop in. We're just getting going. We're only in the third one in here too. So, or take your time and then we'll kind of go over all this again for you, Joanne. Next one, guys, 5 YTW complex. So basically you're gonna do a Y, a T, a W, that's 1, YTW, that's 2. Again, I think everyone's okay here, but just a reminder, you're hinging forward, shoulders down. For a Y, the hands come up to about a 45-degree angle out front, come back down. A T, you have the palms come forward and then lift up to the side. And then a W, you're kind of pinching the shoulder blades together, hands coming off to the side, coming back down. We'll just go for 5 of those. So Y, T, and W. Again, the goal, keep those shoulders down and only go as far as you can while keeping the shoulder down and not creeping up. Excuse me.
Wait, what W? This one?
W, you're kind of like just pulling arms back to the side. So I guess if you're going front on, you'd be here, and you're kind of like coming up and back. All right. No need to rush. For those of you that are done when you're finishing off here, the next one we're going to go for 10 scap push-ups. So whether you're in a full push-up position or dropping to the knees, or even if you want to just be in a kneeling position where hands are out in front of you, all I want you to do is focus on pinching shoulder blades together as best you can while keeping those arms locked, and then pressing, almost rounding that upper back out, hanging out there for a second, and just rotating back and forth for 10 total reps. Arms stay straight. And again, hopefully feeling this one through the shoulders. Once you are done that, you can stay on the floor. Next one we'll do going for 3 push-ups. So whether it's a full push-up from the knees, off an incline, does not matter to me. Since it's such a low volume, I really want you to focus on keeping those shoulders down, core staying tight, chest getting right to the floor of your target, and then pushing back up as one full unit where you have your shoulders and hips rise together. So just 3 perfect push-ups as best you can.
Are my push-ups perfect?
And they're a little sloppy, Laura.
Stop, really?
I'm just kidding. They were good. They were good.
But were they perfect?
They were perfect. From what I could tell, they were perfect. Next one, guys, 10 Kang squats. So again, this is just the one where you're in your squat stance. All you're going to do is initiate by having hips shooting back, feeling the hamstrings turn on. Once you can't go any further, you then drop into that bottom position of your squat, then come back to that hip position, and then squeeze and come to a full stance. So basically thinking good morning into the bottom of your squat, back into a good morning, and then standing back up. Just going for 10 nice controlled reps. And again, don't get too caught up in how far forward you're bending. Almost focus more on pushing your hips back so you feel the hamstring turn on a bit more versus just like kind of bending forward. Beauty. Next one of my favorites, kind of similar motion, just going for 10 bootstrappers. So again, just in your squat stance, so come down to that bottom position, elbow inside the knees. You can grab onto your toes if you like. You'll hang out down there for a second or two. Then straighten the legs, reach for the toes, another couple seconds there, and then just rotating back and forth for 10 total reps. This is definitely a good one where you can kind of let yourself sink into each position for a few seconds. Nice deep breath in and out. Nice, ladies. And then last but not least, once you are done that, I'm going to try for 10 Cossack squats. So again, this is just the one where legs are out nice and wide outside of shoulder width apart. You're going to try to drop down to one side as best you can, keeping weight in the heels, chest staying high, coming back to a full stance, drop down to the other side, come back up. going for 10 total, 5 per side. And again, for this one, if you need something to hold on to, like a chair, if you have a pole or something to give you a little bit extra support, you can totally do that. And then also don't stress about how low you're getting. Just do what you can and get as low as you can while focusing on keeping weight in the heels, hips going back, and chest staying high. Beauty. Right. So what we'll do now, we're going to say just about, I don't know, we'll say like 6 minutes. It hasn't been taking people that long to get set up for this one this morning. So just a couple minutes, we'll get ourselves set. So we're going to ideally get some dumbbells or a barbell. We'll get to where you're going to find hopefully a weight that'll be challenging for 8 strict press. So again, core staying tight, shoulders down and back, legs are locked, everything down below is locked. You're pressing straight up overhead, controlling back to the shoulder, going for all 8 reps. As soon as you're done your 8th, you come back down to your shoulder, and then you're going into your max effort shoulder overhead. So now the only difference that's happening is that you get to use your legs. So you'll have a small dip, big jump and drive, and you'll use that to get the dumbbells or the barbell moving up overhead. Again, the goal, depending on the weight that you've chosen and how hard your strict press is, you're probably on the low end looking at about 6 to 8 max effort shoulder overhead, to high end maybe 12 to 15 if you're able to really kind of get a good push from that lower body. The goal, though, is that you're not going to be doing millions of reps. So again, if it's super light for you, just maybe tempo it out a little bit or slow it down so that you're actually kind of like pausing overhead, going a bit slower to the shoulder, then going into your next one. But we'll have some time to play around with it, see how it all feels for you guys. And then again, you can test out the Superman hold if you want. And then from there, we'll repeat that for 3 more sets. So take some time now, get yourself moving. Any questions at all with this one, let me know. I will help you out. And then I'll set this clock over here and we'll go for a set every 2.5 minutes. Any questions?
Ernesto, is the Superman hold, are we all doing that together at the 2-minute mark, or it's on our own time?
Good question. No, I would say just go up your own time just in case, because like some people might be taking a bit longer with the max effort shoulder overhead. So yeah, basically whatever you feel comfortable, you'll drop down and just go into that 30-second Superman hold.
So you're not supposed to use the 2.5 minutes. You do what you need to do within the 2.5 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you finish it, let's say in 2 minutes, you'll get 30 seconds then of rest. If you finish it in 1.5 minutes, you'll get a little bit more. So just it's just off your own time in that window.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Jenny, a couple options I was thinking for you. So you could either do, so if you're okay and you want to do squatting, you can go for like 8 challenging back squats. And then from there, go into a max effort, like unweighted jumping squat. Or if you have a light enough weight on the bar, you can go for a max effort, like back squat, jumping squats. Or you stick with back squats. Do you have a box or something you can jump onto or no?
Yeah.
Because you could almost do the 8 squats and then go into like 5 to 10 higher box jumps, like just focusing on quality. But again, I'm not sure how your knees have been holding up. So you don't have to do that either. But if you wanted to go something upper body wise, the rowing, you don't think you can do with like a barbell or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so let's stick with back squats then. Maybe we'll do that. So yeah, go 8 squats and then either go into max effort jump squats. And again, up to you if you want to either keep a light bar on your back or just go unweighted and try to get like 20 reps, something like that. And then I think you should be good for the Superman hold still too. And then we'll go back and forth with that.
Yep. Thanks.
No worries.
I need an option for a Superman. Or like something comparable-ish.
Yeah, I know. I wonder, because it's, you could almost, do you have like, you could either go bands, Ashley, or if not, but literally like, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Good mornings, because that'll kind of get hamstrings, glutes, and low back a little bit. So if you wanted to kind of like, in a sense, mimic it a little bit, that might be an easy one with still standing upright.
Okay.
So go for maybe like 30 seconds of just like a nice controlled, either unweighted or like band if you have it, light band, good morning.
Can you show me how I would do the banded version?
Yeah, do you have a full band or?
I have like one of the green ones from Jen, like the thin
Okay,
ones.
so you should be okay. So if I guess in a sense, if you pretend that this band here is like your TheraBand,
yeah,
what you would do is step onto it and you can hold on to the two ends of the TheraBand and kind of hold this position like so.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then do the hip back
Exactly.
piece.
Kind of hold and then hinge forward, squeeze and come back. Yeah.
That works.
Ernie,
Yes.
should I use my 225s, you think, for the press?
Ooh.
I can do it. I just tried.
Okay. And okay. So then, yeah, if you can do it for the 8, then yeah, 100%.
And then anything from shoulder to overhead, what do you do?
So the only difference then, so like if you're doing strict press like this in a shoulder to overhead, you can now do a small dip and then jump and press.
It's kind of silly, no?
No, it's just trying to get more volume. It's volume, basically. That's all it is. So like you're fatiguing the shoulders out by going strict, and then you're trying to go into more volume by using your legs.
Okay.
Gonna get bolder shoulders.
That's all I need. Just more muscles in my shoulders.
But in all seriousness, focus for you on keeping this. Don't let this happen.
I'm going to put you higher so you can call me out if I do it.
Okay. Ernesto, can you do the same for me, please? Because my shoulders have been living under my ears the past few days.
No problem.
Thank you.
I know, and I was gonna say, this is like anytime you're pressing overhead, it's very weird to think you're still pulling shoulders down as you're pushing up, because it's just almost more natural to want to have this happen, but you're really trying to focus on, pulling shoulders down, using your lats a bit to hold that down as you're pushing up, because you'll kind of just be holding that whole shoulder into a little bit more of a stacked and solid position. We'll see just about another minute here if you guys need it to kind of get yourself set. And then again, I will start this clock off and we will go for our first working sets. Actually, I think it looks like everyone's pretty much ready. So again, what we got here, 4 sets, 8 strict press. So no legs, locked and loaded down below, core is tight, shoulders down, pressing up overhead, going for 8 reps. As soon as you're done your 8th, you come back to the shoulder, then you're into your max effort shoulder to overhead. So the only difference now is that you'll use your legs to get the dumbbells or barbell moving up overhead. Again, great goal on the very low end. You're looking at 6 to 8 reps. On the high end, probably closer to 12 to 15. Just do what you can to where it feels solid for you, but you're getting some decent volume. Once you're done that, put those dumbbells or bar down. Take a quick second, and then you're going to go for a 30-second Superman hold. I think everyone's okay with that one. That's just where you're on your stomach, squeezing butt and hamstrings to lift your legs, and then squeezing upper back to kind of lift shoulders and arms off the floor. You'll hold that for 30 seconds and then come back down. Worst comes to worst, if you can't hold for the full 30, do 30 seconds of pulses. So where you would drop down, come back up, drop down, and then do that motion for 30 seconds. It'll make it a touch easier rather than holding it for the full 2.5 minutes. Any time left, you'll get to rest it out. What do we think? Everyone ready to start this bad boy off? Beautiful. All right, here we go, ladies. First set starting in 10 seconds. Strict press is first. Go for it. So pulling shoulders down, pressing up overhead. 8 strict press. And then again, once you're done your 8, you'll then get to use your legs. So small dip, big jump and drive. And you're trying to use that leg to kind of finish off and get a few more reps under your belt. Still focus on that shoulder down and back and really locking those arms out overhead as best you can. Once you're done that, you can lay on down onto the floor on your stomach and you're going for that 30-second Superman hold. Beauty. So now again, once you're done at 30 seconds, you get to rest out another 50 seconds here, and then we are back to the top. Everyone looks great in that first one, so now hopefully just maintaining that for our remaining 3 sets of this. Ten seconds. So now literally exact same thing. You might drop off a couple reps with that max effort, which is totally fine. Just focus on the quality of these still. So whenever you are ready, second set of strict press into your max efforts. And again, other than the shoulder down and back, everything where you can focus on too is thinking, keeping core locked in. Don't let yourself arch to try to get further up overhead. Keep the core tight. Yeah, looks good, actually. Nice. Nice, Jenny. Got to make that a 30-inch box, Jenny.
I don't know what this is right now. It's the highest, whatever Chris made this at.
I think that's 24. If you flip it so that they see that handle, if that's at the ceiling, that would be 30 inches, I think. Oh, wait. Okay, so yours is a little bit different. I don't know. Yeah. Weird box.
You made a weird one. It's at the tallest it'll go.
That's probably what, 24, yeah? Right. 10 seconds going into our third set. So same thing. Hopefully getting the same number for that max effort. If it drops off a couple reps, definitely not the end of the world. Focusing on the quality. But again, so far from what I can see, everyone is looking solid in terms of keeping that shoulder down, arms staying locked as we press up overhead, core staying tight.
How many sets? How many sets total?
It'll be 4. I think Ernie's stuck.
Oh, sorry. Am I frozen?
I think you're good now.
Can you hear me at least though? Because you're just finishing, or you're on 3. Sweet. Okay, ladies. So still got 20 seconds here going into our last set. Again, since you have a little extra time after each round, definitely don't be afraid to give yourself a little extra rest before you start this last set. If you want it, if you are feeling good though, as soon as that thing beeps, you can go for that last set. Final set of strict press into your shoulder overhead whenever you are ready. Excuse me.
Now I have to do all these push-ups after all that?
Yep. Just warming the shoulders up, Laura. Again, I'm ready to go. It's only 23. Come on, I did them all unbroken.
You want to punch now or later?
Virtual punching.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm actually going to see him later. So
yeah, I'm gonna come punch me quickly. That's the first thing you do.
With the stick.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to do them. You don't have to do them unbroken. I'm just decent at push-ups.
But do we have to do this for 23 minutes, all those things?
Oh yeah, Joanne.
I knew it wasn't just 23 and walk away.
Oops. Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
That's why they call it a hero workout.
Give me a second. Okay, so let's talk about this workout here now. So we got just about, I don't know, another like 5 minutes or so before we got to get rocking with this one. So 23-minute AMRAP. So you're going to be rotating through this as many times as you can in 23 minutes. Again, most people this morning have been anywhere from like 3 and a bit to 4 and a bit rounds, just again, depending on how well you can keep yourself moving and what kind of variations you pick for yourself in terms of the push-up. That is definitely kind of the big sticking point with this one. So definitely don't be afraid in a sense to make this a little bit easier for yourself on the push-ups to kind of focus on the quality. I would much rather you go from the knees or off of an incline and maintain quick, small sets than trying to go for a full push-up the whole way and then be just stuck on the push-ups for like 2-3 minutes at a time. The goal is to still be moving fairly fast through those, even if the sets are a little bit smaller. For the kettlebell swing, again, hopefully we would be going for a set unbroken, but if you need to, 2 quick sets at most is totally fine there. Again, in a perfect world, we're overhead, but coming to eye height is totally fine. Jumping lunges, if you want to make it a step back lunge, that's cool. And then for box jumps, if you don't have something you can actually jump onto, you can go for step ups. And if you don't have that, let me know. I can hopefully find something else for you that'll mimic it a little bit without actually having to do that. So again, just a couple minutes and then we'll get rocking here. So any questions, let me know.
Ernesto, what can I do instead of the lunges and the sit-ups?
Instead of the lunges and the sit-ups. So why
I'm going to do a step up instead of a box jump.
Okay, perfect. So then I would say instead of the lunges,
like I have bands. I have like a band that I can do like rows on or tricep things or
you know what I would also want to do? You have like a full like circle band, right? Like
yep.
I want to still, in a sense, I think, get you going for your glutes. So what you could almost do, so if you have a band like this, step into it, cross over. You'll probably, I would just go for 20 reps, Cynthia, to keep it easy. If you want to go like this to give it a little bit more tension, you're going to be in a light squatted position, knees driving out, and then go for 10 steps one way and then 10 steps back. So that'll still get you hopefully in your butt a little bit without actually getting into any type of lunge.
Okay.
And then
for the sit-ups, can I do dead bugs for the sit-ups?
That would be perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
No worries.
Ernesto, something.
Here, we'll go Emma first, if you don't mind, Ash, and then I'll come to you. So yeah, Emma, go ahead.
With the kettlebell swings with the dumbbells, I find I only feel it in my shoulders and not like my hamstrings.
Are you using 2 or 1?
2.
Okay, so do you go all the way overhead or come to eye height?
Mostly eye height.
Okay, which is perfect. So then the only thing I would say to maybe change is try to, in a sense, like not focus on your arms at all and really focus on when you're hinging and coming forward, that you're only coming as high as you can from your hips, sending the dumbbells up versus like, in a sense, just doing a dumbbell raise with the arm. So have the hips come back and then that's what's shooting the dumbbells up versus pulling with the arm. So I would say keep everything the same, even if the dumbbells end up being a little bit lower than normal, but almost really try to actively focus on squeezing your butt to be what's getting the dumbbells moving.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, if you still feel just shoulder, go for a dumbbell deadlift.
Okay.
Okay. Ashley, go ahead.
Any kind of core I don't have to get on the floor for, but very gentle because my core is kind of falling apart.
It is.
Why?
I'm trying to think of what I can do. Are you still okay for like, in a sense, to do like, if you have like a high surface, like, I don't know, something even like this high and doing like a light plank shoulder tap, like in an elevated position, and then maybe going for like the back and forth with that. Same thing. You can do 24 if you wanted, or 22 just to make it even for yourself. But
okay.
I think that would almost be perfect. Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah. There's not a lot of space left.
Because how much time do you have left now?
Well, if they scheduled me for a C-section, only about 2 weeks.
Holy, so right at the end.
Oh. Do you know what you're having, Ashley?
Nope, just twins.
Oh, nice. Our friends had twin girls yesterday, friends of ours.
Come on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's pretty exciting.
Ernesto?
Yes.
I have this band also that I could put like around my feet.
Yes, that was it. Perfect. So if you just put them around your
feet, instead of this one, use this one.
Yeah, that'll be way easier for you.
Okay,
way easier to get in and out of, I think, than
yeah, exactly.
Jenny.
Hey. So
I saw you doing a couple of things, but I kind of missed it. Kettlebell swing wise, are you thinking a good morning or something?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
And then I was going to do like a 2-minute plank hold for push-ups because I can do it from my elbows.
Oh, true. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I think like you can't do any rowing, you said yet. I was trying to think of like, you could, even if you had like dumbbells, maybe do this, but I still think that even that would be almost too much on the wrist. So I'm cool with or you know what you can almost even do? Plank jacks. Cause if you're holding that elbow position, then jump your feet in and out in that position and go for 23 reps. It'll be faster, but I think that'll also be kind of cool too.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do something like that. Or if you want, you can hold like either option I'm good with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. That sounds good.
Okay, sweet. We'll see just about another minute. Laura, sorry, I just saw your message. Yes, you can use your ab mat for the sit-up. Okay, so just before we get rocking here, again, this one is a fairly long one. Like, it's funny how the 3 extra minutes in a 20-minute AMRAP makes that much of a difference. So 23 versus 20 actually feels that much longer, but it's all about kind of finding a good rhythm. So again, movements that you feel confident with, you can kind of move a bit quicker with, find that pace and maybe push it a little bit more. But again, don't go too crazy out of the gate. With the movements, that'll be a little bit harder for you. Smart sets, quick rest, just finding a good steady pace and moving through there. The push-ups will most likely be that most challenging one. So again, just doing what you can to hopefully stay smooth and steady and smart on the sets with that. kettlebell swings, hopefully 2 quick sets at most. And then, yeah, just kind of finding that good rhythm, keeping yourself moving. 3 and a bit to 4 and a bit rounds in that 23 minutes. Let me get the timer set here. What do we think? Everybody's set and ready to go? Cool. All right, ladies, here we go. Starting in 10 seconds. Air squats are first. I'll try to remind you to the first round so you kind of know where you're headed next. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. 23 air squats. Again, if this is kind of a confident movement for you, you can always push the pace a little bit here. But again, you don't want to get too crazy out of the gate. 23 squats. Once you're done that, 23 push-ups. Again, just smart sets, quick breaks here. Even if you feel good right out of the gate, I wouldn't go for like a max effort here. You got a lot of time left. Again, don't get too worried if this one's taking you a little bit longer. This is definitely kind of that sticking point in this one. Other than that, you'll speed through a little bit more, so it's okay. Just focus on the quality of these push-ups. Once you're done the push-up, into that kettlebell swing. Main goal, again, focusing on hinging at that hip, really squeezing your butt to be what's sending that dumbbell or kettlebell up. Once you're done that, jumping lunges next. Emma, you know what it might be for you too? I think it's because it's awkward to hold the dumbbells, but try to focus, like, don't let your arm come here. Try to keep it as straight as possible. And then again, even if you stay a little bit lower with it, that's totally cool. Great job, ladies. Again, on these lunges, whether we're jumping or stepping, just focusing on making sure you're feeling yourself load up the hamstring, glutes, big drive from the front leg. Once you are done your lunges, it's sit-ups next as a reminder. Great job, ladies. And again, once you're done those sit-ups, 23 box jumps or box step-ups, just depending on what you're feeling with that movement and what you have available. Great job. So yeah, as we're finishing off those step ups and jump ups, going back to the top, hopefully you kind of have a good rhythm going here. You're feeling all right. You kind of know what you're going to do now with the remaining time, maybe hanging on to that same pace as best you can. Again, you're going to be getting back to those push-ups. Same thing, smart, small sets, quick rest here. Don't get caught up that this might take a little bit longer, especially as you're fatiguing out. Great job, ladies. Looking good again. As we get further into this one here, hopefully you kind of found a good rhythm in terms of where you're going to push the pace a little bit, where you're going to tone down a little bit, depending on what's feeling hard for you. You guys are all looking good in terms of the movement themselves. So just do what we can to keep it moving. Nice job, ladies. Still looking smooth and steady here. We got 10 more minutes to go. Again, at this point, hopefully you kind of found that good rhythm that's working for you where you're able to keep it going. Quick little breather back into it, but just under 10 to go here. Nice job, everybody. Again, especially on those push-ups. Smart sets, quick rest. You guys got this. Just over 6 minutes to go here. So again, what you're aiming for, hopefully at this point, hanging on to the rhythm you have for the remaining time. Final 5 minutes. So in this final 3 minutes, if you have anything left in the tank, you can try to ramp it up a little bit more, or main goal, just try not to let yourself slow down at this point now. So just pushing through right to the end. All right, ladies, this is it. Final minute. Again, just doing what you can to move this full last minute here, getting as far as you can through. Thirty seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1, time. That is a tough 23 minutes. Good job, everyone. Super smooth, super consistent. Yeah, quick little breaks, but for the most part, you broke it. Too strong, Cynthia.
No, I think it got stuck under the floor and it just snapped.
Oh, shit. Did you just go to the red band after, or what did you?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
It worked, yeah.
Glutes are too strong. Just friggin' ripping bands apart now.
It's the story of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, great job, everybody. I think for the most part, too, it looked like everyone's variations worked out well, so.
You're right, those push-ups were a joke. My last thing, I'm doing like 5, 4.
Yeah, that has definitely, I think, been the limiting factor for almost everyone today. It's kind of, once those burn out on you, it's a decent enough volume that, it takes a while to like get through them. So it's the sticking point.
Flip them. I moved them. I did the last one in reverse because I was like, I can't do another set right now.
That's fun.
It was a good workout, though. I like those ones.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's a nice one to just keep yourself moving. So
yeah, the chippers are good.
Yeah.
How many hero WODs have we done lately, Joanne?
Yeah, I feel like that's all you guys been doing.
Tom, Heidi, who else?
I kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Kicked the shit out of me.
Well, get ready. Coming to see me in a couple hours.
That was
kick the shit out of your ass.
That was bad planning, Laura. You have not personal training, sorry. What are we calling it? Physio.
Yes, we're working on squatting and
I
everything.
actually have
really
no needs though. That's the sad part. Did you do jumping?
We'll fix you up.
No. Good luck with the babies, Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley. We'll be
Ash.
thinking of you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Hey, Laura, just a reminder, text me when you're there, park in the back, and then I let you in through the back door.
Okay.
That was really hard. That was good. No, Jenny, I didn't do jumping lunges.
Yeah. I had total FOMO about the push-ups.
Yeah, you like push-ups, eh?
Yeah.
We could have. I didn't want to do push-ups.
You can't even support it though, eh, Jenny? Like I was gonna say, you can't do push-ups on a dumbbell either, right? Because that keeps you neutral. But
I can't even do. I can't grip anything right now.
Did you go see one? Like, did you break? Do you think it's broken?
I don't know. Like, I had physio yesterday. You saw me for my shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I got Jen to check it out.
Yeah.
And, she said it's not as bad as what Jeremy did because he couldn't even. His just froze.
Gotcha.
He said nothing's probably broken, but my doctor said come back in 3 days if it doesn't
feel like it's
better. But on a pain scale, it's like 7 or 8 right now.
Oh, wow, eh? Frig.
If you want a good, excellent sports person, our guy is amazing. But you have to go to Thornhill for him. But he's like a witch doctor. The stuff he finds.
My doctor doesn't get it. She's just like, yeah, stop working out. I'm like, are you fucking?
Oh yeah. So you gotta go see someone else, maybe.
You got to see the other people.
Yeah.
So modifying for the next bit.
That's all right. Hey, at least you can still do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I flipped my nail all the way back.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Gross.
So it's like dead. It looks really.
You're like, it's gonna fall off. I think so. Oh no.
It'll go black first.
Yeah.
Now it's like I can see now that it's all dried. I can see into my nails. Like,
yeah.
For like that much.
Make sure you show me when you go.
No, don't show me. I'll throw up.
No, yeah, you have to really look. Like it's not gross like to anybody else.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The hard part is like putting zippers on the kids. I can't use my heel or like putting my own hair up. I'm worried about it getting stuck in my finger or washing my hair.
I'd wear a Band-Aid all the time. Keep it tight.
Yeah, but the Band-Aids don't stay on. I've been wearing a finger
put one this way and then another one around.
No, I cut the fingers off the gloves and I just used it as a finger condom. That's how
you can buy those though, eh? Like there's literal.
Everyone's got gloves now, right? They're like.
True, yeah.
I would use lifting tape, but that's just me.
Use what?
Lifting tape.
I know, but then when you have to take it off, the nail peels up.
Ugh.
Yeah, you need the wrap underneath it.
Yeah.
It's funny
the glove is a good idea.
How much you realize you use it. Like
that's what's annoying, eh? When you injure yourself and you're like, holy shit, how do I use this all the time?
Literally going pee, I'm trying to like fix my pants with one hand and like my socks on with one hand. It's ridiculous.
It's amazing all the fine motor things we don't even realize. Like
it's so true.
Toes are the same. If you ruin your toe, it's like insane.
Even just trying to get the barbell in the rack, I'm like, okay,
yeah, honestly, eh?
One hand. I'm not looking for sympathy. I did it to myself. I'm just saying.
I'm giving you sympathy though. Just take it. It's okay.
You can see your puppy dog face. I appreciate it. Chris is like, well, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, that's it. You got to go into the clean territory or the PR territory.
And then kids are like, yeah, okay, but what about my dinner?
Yeah, Larkin's like, carry me. I'm like trying to explain it. She's like, Uppy, carry me. I'm like, oh my God, you have no idea.
Okay, when I pulled my thumbnail back, I was like screaming because like that was excruciating, right?
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, so the kids come up, Mike comes up, what happened, right? I'm crying. Giuseppe goes, Mommy, I want a Rice Krispie square. I'm like,
no! Enough about you. How does this affect me?
Everything's always about you, Giuseppe.
You know, like, oh my God.
I thought you say Mike wanted a Rice
Krispie square.
Mike wanted a Rice Krispie square.
No, who cares about the Rice Krispie square?
Take the whole thing.
Back to work.
Oh. Oh man.
Thanks, Ernie, for all the mods. I'm like, well, I hurt my. I don't know.
Well, everything's hurting.
Well, that went late. Hey, you're late.
Wait till you're in your 50s. Then we'll talk.
All right, everyone.
Everybody, enjoy.
The rest of the day. Laura, we'll see you in a bit. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
I'm not going to